Decided to do some rack store shopping today and found 3 fragrances that are pretty freaking popular on the YouTubes. But are they any good? Stick around, let's talk about them.
And you wanna write it down? Would it kill you just to listen?
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to My 2 Cents 2.0, the channel that keeps you smelling great without breaking your bank. I've been rack store shopping for like 20 years, man. I used to go out and get cheap fragrances before it was ever popular. And Middle Eastern fragrances have become a lot more popular as of late at the rack stores. They have always kind of had a popularity, but they used to not be so good. Well, Middle Eastern fragrances, that is. But in the last few years, they've gotten a lot better. I don't know whether or not they're using higher quality ingredients, which are still going to be synthetic, but they're higher quality. Maybe they got better perfumers, but they just all seem to be better blended and just smell a lot better than they used to. And I got 3 fragrances today, and people have been talking about these fragrances, and you've probably seen them, but I need to put my 2 cents on them, and I need to see whether or not they're worth the hype that they've been getting. But real quick, I just want to share with you my scent of the day. Today I'm rocking Dumont Nitro Elixir. It's good. I'm not going to say too much about it because I'm going to be doing a video here soon and be talking about all my Dumont fragrances and letting you know whether or not they're worth the hype. All I can say is I smell so fresh and so clean, because nobody's as dope as me. That's not true. That's corny as hell. Anywho, I'm going to show you which fragrances I got real quick, and then we'll go over them. I got Latafa Habique. Been pretty hyped up. I got Latafa Assad Elixir. And then I also got Latafa Qaed, and this is Fursan, and this is Untamed. Haven't heard too much about this, but it was $16.99, so can't really beat that. So I think it might be crap. I don't know. All right, so we're going to start off with a Latafa. Just kidding, they're all Latafas. I'm going to start off with Assad Elixir. Man, this has been compared to Boss Bottled, I believe, Absolute, but with a twist, and I do highly enjoy Boss Bottled. I like a lot of the lineup. I don't have that many Boss Bottled anymore. I don't have Absolute, but I have tried it. So let's see here. Not going to bore you with the box presentation. You've probably already seen it, but here's the bottle. Also not going to really bother you with that because I'm sure you've seen it. Let me know down in the comments if you have tried anything from the Assad line. I'll tell you what I think of some of the Assad line because I have all of them except bourbon, and let you know, well, I don't know what this one smells like, but now I have all of them except bourbon. And I'll let you know which ones I actually think are good. Here we go. Assad Elixir. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Spicy. Patchouli. Man, that pretty much is front and center. Kind of like Boss Bottled. Absolute. And I do highly, highly enjoy that. This is definitely not a one-to-one. The Boss Bottle Absolute is a lot more like potent right off the bat, but this is good. I'm not looking for a one-to-one. It kind of has something a little funky in it, not in a bad way. It might just be the patchouli, spiciness, sweetness, sweet patchouli. That's actually pretty good, but it does have a little bit of the funk that is in Zanzibar. This is not a good fragrance. The initial spray is terrible. The best thing that I can tell you about this fragrance is absolutely nothing. I don't like this fragrance. How do I put it? It smells like baby puke. That's the best way that I can describe it.
Gross.
Listen, if you enjoy this fragrance, to each their own. I do not like this fragrance. I would not recommend this fragrance. Maybe you would. Let me know. Drop me a comment. Let's see what Parfumo has to say about these fragrances. We're going to do something a little different today. So Assad actually has an 8.3 rating out of 10 on Parfumo. And I also bought it for $34.99. I think that's a good price. You know, I don't have to pay for shipping or anything, so not bad. All right, Assad Elixir. Pink pepper, yeah. Saffron, absolutely. Don't get a whole lot of grapefruit, but there is a citrus that is kind of giving it a little pop right off the bat. You're going to have vanilla, cedarwood, tobacco, frankincense, amber, cashmere, and patchouli. Yeah, patchouli. 100%. Little incensey from that, or frankincensey, I should say. A little bit more neutral, you know, smokiness. Slight tobacco earthiness. Definitely getting that saffron. Pink pepper gives it a little effervescence, a little pop. That's good. I think that is a really good blah, 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 blah. I think that is a really good addition to the Assad line. It's a good date night fragrance. It's a good wintertime fragrance. You know, in those colder months, I think that would be a banger. Don't know what it's going to be like on skin. If you know, let me know. But I will do a further review of it and do some testing with it and let you all know. Next up, let's do Latafa Habique. Now, this one I hear is bringing back a moldy oldie that I've never tried. A discontinued and very hard to find fragrance, and I believe that is going to be from JPG, Jean Paul Gaultier, and I think that is Le Male Essence de Parfum. I don't remember. I'll find out here shortly once I bring it up on Parfumo. Here's the bottle real quick. I'm sure you all have seen this before. It's kind of cool. It's plastic that feels like a, you know, plastic design around it that feels like it would break at any point, especially if you dropped it. So Brian, don't drop the bottle. Decent atomizer. Decent atomizer on the Assad as well, but oh, man, that's spicy. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Cinnamon. Citrus, but not a lot of citrus. Lots of spice. Wow. That's actually really nice. It is almost like a red hot spiciness, like the candy. Sweet. Maybe a little labdanum in there. Little spicy leather. Huh. But there's some greenery sitting in the background. It's still kind of effervescent though, like airy and effervescent, little fizzy, maybe some pink pepper. That's interesting, especially for the Le Male line. Get a little bit of that Le Male powderiness in the background, but since I've never smelled the original, this is probably going to be a great addition to my arsenal. Man, that's good. There's some nice woods popping out just a little bit, just sitting in the background, but you can get a little whiff and sniff of them. All right, let's see what Parfumo has to say. So this has an 8 out of 10 rating with 156 reviews, or ratings, I should say. All right. Let's see here. I was right. Cinnamon. All right. Top notes are going to be cardamom, artemisia, which is kind of like licorice, bergamot, pepper, black pepper. Could be pink pepper as well. Lavender, sage, cinnamon, amberwood, sandalwood, tonka bean, musk, and patchouli. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of that patchouli, possibly, you know, adding that woody characteristic in the background. Definitely a little bit of spiciness, some of those green aspects. Lots of spice going on. The way that artemisia, the cardamom, the pepper, the cinnamon are all kind of, I don't know, dancing around each other, makes this a very seductive smelling fragrance. This also would be a good evening out type of scent. That's good. Sandalwood isn't like your creamy sandalwood. It's sweet. I like that. I like that a lot. For $29.99, I think this is a good deal. If you like spicy fragrances, this is good. Definitely masculine. Very masculine. Okay. So the cheapest one on my list, which was $16.99, is going to be the Qaed Al Fursan. And this is the Untamed. I have another Al Fursan And that is going to be this one right here, which kind of is fruity. It's kind of like a fruity Baccarat Rouge, sort of. A little bit of that Aventasy DNA in it, but I do like that it has a magnetic cap, but also not a very strong magnetic cap. So don't decide to, you know, if you do get this bottle, don't pick it up from the cap. Wonder if this one has a magnetic cap. If I were a betting man, it does. There's the bottle. Ooh, bright and shiny. It's not really, it's kind of a dookie brown. It's actually all the colors of brown. All right, let's see if this is any good. Atomizer. It's okay. Huh. Nice citrus, maybe grapefruit. Some orange lemon. A lot of citrus up top. But there's a almost like a hairspray quality to it. Not in a bad way. Not in an alcohol inducing way, just like a kind of like a White Rain. I think it was White Rain. Is that hairspray from back in the day? Okay. Aromatic. Florals. Maybe some jasmine and lavender. Still get that citrus, some spice, cardamom. Honestly, for $16.99, right off the bat, this doesn't smell super synthetic. I mean, it's synthetic, but it's very well blended, and it seems to be using some high quality synthetic ingredients, or higher quality. I'm not going to say like super high quality, but it could change. Could be different on skin, but on paper, it smells pretty good. It's kind of uplifting. Almost has like this energy behind it. All right, let's see what Parfumo says, and let's see what the audience thinks about it. We have a 7.8 out of 10. What are they saying this smells like? I gotta know. Oh, okay, Versace Eros Najim. Now, never smelled it. So this is just a fragrance to me. Haven't heard great things about it. Okay. So, mandarin orange, right? A little oranginess. Does kind of give off a little of that grapefruit quality, but mandarin orange. You got nutmeg, cardamom, cinnamon. Again with the cinnamon. Caramel, clary sage, cypress, geranium, and lavender. So there's lavender. Geranium gives it a little bit of like a rosy, watery quality. Clary sage, typical, you know, floral that's going to be in a lot of blue fragrances, some aquatic fragrances. Now that's drying down, I'm getting a little bit more of that clary sage. I'm getting this almost fresh, soapy quality. Not really getting the caramel, though there is a sweetness to it, but there's not a whole lot of like, you know, just punchy in the face type of fragrance. It's not going to be, you know, knock you out with sweetness. The base, you're going to have amber, frankincense, cedarwood, labdanum, and vetiver. That's good. I look forward to wearing that fragrance. Out of all these fragrances thus far, that might be my favorite. That, for $16.99, that's stupid. I don't know how much it is at discounters, but for $16.99, that's a good fragrance. And if this smells anywhere similar to Eros, what is it, Najim? Yep, Eros Najim, then I don't know what the problem is with Najim. I've just heard that the opening is not good on that. Again, this could change. On skin, that could be completely different. But on paper, I'm liking it. It's good. So did I get some good fragrances? Absolutely. You know, for less than $100, getting 3 bangers, that's awesome. And when I say bangers, I don't really know. I mean, off paper, they're bangers. Off skin, that could change. I will do full reviews of these. I will wear them and let you know what I actually think about them once I give them a good test drive. But Assad Elixir, this is a good fragrance if you enjoy that Boss Bottled Elixir or Boss Bottled Absolute DNA. If you like patchouli fragrances, I would check your rack stores. I would also check to see, you know, go on to discounters and see how much it is there. If you see it in a rack store, I would probably get it from a rack store because it's probably going to be cheaper there because you don't have to pay for shipping. You just have to pay for taxes. But yeah, this is solid. This is probably my favorite thus far out of the Assad lineup. I have not tried bourbon, but I look forward to it. Great date night fragrance, great cold weather fragrance, cool weather fragrance, evening time fragrance, whatever you want to call it. It's good. Have not tried Jean Paul Gaultier's Essence de Parfum. Probably never will. But if this smells anything like it, I don't need to. Because this was only 30 bucks, that one is probably going on, eBay for like $300-400. Fuck that. This is a really good spicy fragrance. If you like spicy, aromatic, almost oriental, style fragrances, this is a must try. I would try it. Doesn't mean you go out there and buy it, but if you have the opportunity to try this, I would try it. Don't ever buy anything just because I say I like it, because if it works for me, it might not work for you. You know. I can say this till I'm blue in the face, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but check it out. For $16.99, if you do see this, and you got an extra $16.99 lying around, yeah, check this out. This is a good citrusy, fresh, spicy, easy to wear type of fragrance so far. Again, haven't tried it on skin. But off paper, this is my favorite out of the three. I might pick up Najim if it's ever less than $100 and see what that fragrance is all about. It might be better than this one, but as a standalone fragrance, I think this is fantastic for 17 bucks. So that's it. I actually think the YouTubers are right. They're good fragrances thus far. That all can change, but you're going to have to stick around and wait for me to actually get them tested. But that's it. That's my final 2 cents. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, keep smelling great and stay frugal. And I'll see you on the next one.
And you wanna ride it down.